Good morning, students. It is the third video of the poem Keeping Quiet, in which I will tell you the things that are still remaining and how the people have tried to save the earth and what they should do and what are the consequences of the nuclear weapons that have been dropped and how much hurt this poet was that you will know. You will also know about all the things that the poet wants to tell, address the people of the world. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire. Here, green wars are the brutal wars waged by man against nature. They exploit nature for selfish reasons, which leads to environmental degradation. Man's inability to appreciate his symbiotic relationship with nature results in untold suffering, and the day is not far when his own actions will threaten him of extinction. Wars with gas and wars with weapons are the wars that human beings have fought against each other in the past and present. As First World War, Second World War, they were fought. They make use of such devastating weapons that have the capacity to wipe out humanity from the face of earth. America alone have more than about 10,000 nuclear weapons, and China has more than 3,000. Russia has more than 5,000 nuclear weapons. It can devastate the earth more than 20,000 times. Those refers to all the people responsible for initiating and aggravating wars. These wars spread mindless violence and cause colossal wastage of precious human lives, property, sacred values, emotions, and feelings. That's why the poet wants to see the earth. When the chemical wars were fought, certainly there was the First World War and everything would turn into lifeless things. You can see such devastations. When the Second World War was fought, certainly the scene of Nagasaki and Hiroshima was so disastrous, frightening, and so pitiable that one could not see, and there were no doctors, no houses left. Every man was walking, lying dead and clothless. There were no one in the hospitals to save. Everywhere there was the toll of deaths. What a disastrous condition it arose! Victories with no survivors could put on clean clothes. What does the poet want to tell? The poet puts forth the paradox of wars, where everyone experiences a loss and victory becomes the result of, for the sake of ending the wars. It warns us of a future possibility when man's inventions will go against him and destroy the whole human race. The deadly weapons are a proof of man's intelligence and success of technological advancement and scientific progress achieved by him. But it is the defeat of humanity. The continuous warfare will convert this living planet into wasteland. Man would shed his blood, soiled clothes and wear clean clothes. He would cleanse his soul, heart, and mind of all anger and hatred. He would also adopt a new approach towards life. Understand the destructive nature of wars and realize killing so many people is not good. If we kill large number of men like the King Ashok when invaded Kalinga, there were no survivors. All the warriors died. Then he adopted the prophecy. So a poetic device put on plain cloths, metaphor, to adopt a new approach which is filled with peace and understanding. And walk about with their brothers in the said doing nothing. We should walk with all fellow men who live on the earth like brothers. This change in perspective will bring about love and respect for fellow human beings. He wants us to leave the path of the destruction and to be united as Albert Einstein wished, but he could not become successful. Mahatma Gandhi wished, but he could not. Everyone in the world who loves peace wants in the said metaphor means peace and love towards nature and without violence. Just like said protects us from harsh sun, we should protect and shelter each other as brothers and live in peace and harmony so that we can live together in peace. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Poet clearly mentions that his message of science should not be confused that one should be completely inactive. Rather, he wants that this inertia of rest should be converted into inertia of motion so that one can really work hard to establish peace. He does not want us to stop our work but to take some time and analyze the result of our deeds. Doing nothing and indulging in silence will refuel and refresh ourselves for a more fulfilling life. Moreover, life is what is about. I want no talk of death. He further clarifies his message does not have any connection with the death. He just wants us to stop for a while and feel the tranquility of positive introspection and not to be confused with total inactivity of death. He doesn't want death to interfere in our life before time. It should come at the end of the lived full and well without regrets. And for once would do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. The poet Pablo Neruda says, pausing for a while will help appreciate their achievements and their lives would become happier. By keeping quiet, we will be able to understand the true purpose of our birth and life. Man is treading the path of destruction in the name of process and progress. In this obsession with materialism, he sacrifices his emotional needs. He wishes that he had allowed the silence of introspection to break the hold that sadness has over his mind. But his failure to do so brings him closer to the darkness of despair and death. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. The earth is a great healer that tells us about these things, that man should learn from nature. The earth undergoes changing seasons. In the winters, everything freezes and becomes lifeless, and the season changes again and gives birth to new life. New sprouts come. It appears to be dead on the surface, but is actually dormant and carefully preserving the seeds of life. So human beings too need to keep still and quiet to rejuvenate and awaken the life forces within and be productive. So we should always learn about it. Moreover, now I will count up to 12. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. The poet has conveyed the purpose of his message. He asked the poet once again to take a pause, take a rest, count till 12 and walks out. He leaves us thoughtful and pensive. He wants us to ponder upon the thoughts planted by him. He has the confidence that having realized benefits of introspection, the readers will imbibe it as a part of their lives. Now I will count up to 12 and you will keep quiet and I will go. The poet conveys the purpose of his message. He asks the people once again to take his rest, count till 12 and walk out. He leaves us so thoughtful and pensive. He wants us to ponder upon the thoughts planted by him. He has the confidence that having realized the benefits of introspection, the readers will imbibe it as a part of their lives. In this way, I have taught you how to keep quiet, how to arise our internal power instead of advancing only the technology which leads us to fight and destroy the world. No, we should go to that very primitive time when we used to think all about this. Thank you, children. Thank you.